Thank you so much for sitting down with us. Today we're going to be talking about an 18-year-old from Saudi Arabia who has been granted asylum in Canada. Tell me why this story has gained such buzz.
Her name is Rahaf Mohammed, and she was trying to get out of Saudi Arabia.
But at a stopover in Bangkok, Thai officials seized her passport, detaining her in a hotel.
I want asylum with UN.
Terrified she would be forced back, she turned to social media.
She told us that her mother and her brother were beating her for not conforming.
بالنسبة لنا يعني إحنا السعوديات كنا نعامل كعبيد ما نقدر نتخذ قرارات شخصية حتى يعني في الزواج في الدراسة في الوظيفة.
She said that things like if she were to cut her hair, she was locked up in a room for 6 months by her brother.
طبعا تعرضت أنا للعنف لكن حسيت إني ما أقدر أحقق أحلامي اللي أنا أبيها طالما إني عايشة في السعودية.
And she felt when she turned 18, she made a decision that I got to get out of here.
كنت خايفة لكن حسيت إن أنا لازم أخاطر بحياتي عشان حريتي.
She, with her family, went on a vacation to Kuwait, and she slipped away one morning and took a plane to Bangkok. And in Bangkok, they caught her. And she decided she had no recourse except to turn to social media.
I'm not leaving my room until I see UNHCR.
The UN HCR, which is in charge of refugees across the world, they stepped in Bangkok and they decided to investigate whether she qualified as a refugee. So whether she was being persecuted for things like religion or gender in her country, and whether she was in grave danger. And they determined that yes to both of those questions.
A lot of people are saying that she was accepted for political reasons to Canada. What can you speak about on this?
Well, I can reference what the foreign minister has told the country. Chrystia Freeland met her at the airport. What Chrystia Freeland said at that time was that her government has the intention to help women who are facing persecution. And this was an example of that.
Canada is a country that understands how important it is to stand up for human rights, to stand up for women's rights around the world.
It doesn't mean that this wasn't political, and many former diplomats even have said this was too much. They were using a refugee in order to score political points. That debate is out there. Those are the two responses to it.
How do we know that what she's saying is true and that she really was abused?
Well, it's difficult to verify because we can't get access to her family.
Has her family said anything at all? Do we know anything?
Yes, her family sent a statement out publicly a few days ago, and they said they disowned their daughter for being naughty, for shaming the family.
Some refugees are in refugee camps for years, waiting to be accepted into Canada. Why was Rahaf Mohammed accepted so quickly?
There is a process run by the UNHCR, so the UN organization that manages refugees has a process to help people who are in urgent danger, and it's happened before. But you're quite right, there are millions of refugees around the world, desperate to get out of their situation in their countries, and sometimes they have to wait years. So for many people it did seem that she got special treatment, so I asked her about that, and she said, I agree, I acknowledge that I was one of the lucky ones.
أنا حياتي كانت بخطر لكن ممكن أني كنت محظوظة إني لقيت إجابة سريعة.
Thank you
You're
for sitting
welcome.
down with us.